Camera's over here.
Yep, in the middle.
Hey y'all, good morning.
Moni in the middle.
Good morning.
Is everybody? Everybody in there? You see everybody?
There you go.
Yeah.
No, look. There we go.
Right there. Yeah.
Okay.
There you are.
There's Mo. She's right there, y'all. Oh.
Good morning, everybody. Hey, beautiful. How you doing? Welcome to the Master Gas Talk Radio Show. This is your boy Q. As you can see, we getting y'all set up. Thank you so much for joining. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. And as you coming in, make sure that you follow us and you like us. Make sure you give us some hearts, some thumbs up, give us all that good stuff. You know, and just let us know that you're thinking about us. Let us know that you love us and all that good stuff. We got a fire show for y'all today and over there too. Make sure I'm talking to y'all as well. We got a fire show today. The topic of our show today is positivity and love. And love. Come on in. Good morning. How you doing?
Where is she?
How you doing? Thank you so much for coming again. You so happy to be a part. You don't know what to do.
Good to see you again.
How are you? How are you?
Good.
I see you walking in.
What?
I'm trying to-
Power walking? How are you? You look beautiful as always.
Oh, sorry, thanks.
Y'all doing all? You doing all right, Miss Katina?
Man, running. Gotta act like I'm running track today. I gotta go to track today after this.
Yeah, Mom told us. Let me see. Well, let me see. Miss Katina's not in the camera. Let me see how we can do this. Everybody, that's
Back a little bit.
go back like that. Uh-oh. I think that should be okay.
Look, I'm so worried about the camera.
Hey, everybody. Miss Katina Webb is here from the Texas International Hair Show. She is in the house with us today. So
Where's your
we are
buddy
so
at?
excited.
Which one?
The one with the mohawk that was just like, her mohawks be like
We still talking.
a year later.
Every time we go somewhere.
Yeah, I saw her saw her on the picture recently. She changed the color up on me. I
She
said,
changed up. She back the blonde right now. Don't tell her what she
No,
gonna do
what's
for
she
the show.
gonna do for the show?
how Mr. Webb doing?
He's doing well. He's tracking me down, burning up.
It's supposed to get to 91 degrees today.
Yeah.
You know what,
I
y'all?
told you, but who is high? It's not high yet.
It's
It's not
not
hot
right.
yet. And then look, you gotta think about it. This is June,
Right.
and we've only had a couple 90-degree days. Yeah, we doing good.
You think we may get a break in the summer this year, or if we just wait for the worst?
What kind of break you want?
We not
99
gonna.
and 98?
We not gonna break 100. That's the only break you gonna get.
Y'all think we can do that? No.
Look, my neighbors are gonna hate me because I'm gonna be mowing my lawn at 7 a.m. Be like, sorry bitches, it's gonna get hot.
Absolutely. Hey y'all, good morning. Thank you so much for coming on in.
I got these from our boy Jesse Washington at Brunchaholics.
Oh.
Here you go.
Next
Does
week
this give me
here.
free food? This a general admission pass. I want some food.
Yeah, no.
What, you went over there this morning?
No, I went over there last week.
Oh.
Look. I went out and got me. They were sold out though.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta get out there early to the farmer's market if y'all trying to get any kind of Brunchaholics food. FYI.
I know.
Because they be sold out.
Yeah.
That's okay, because I ordered a peach cobbler. It was gone in 2 days.
What's up?
The
Anthony?
whole 13 by 9 pan was gone.
Wow.
I gave about a quarter of it to my girl Tina. Shout out Tina, girl. What's up?
It's a whole lot of y'all chiming in. Thank you so much for chiming on in.
It's so
with
good.
us.
So
Thank you.
good.
Chime on
Joy.
in.
Yes.
Joy.
Yes, Joy. Crave by Joy. You can find her at the farmer's market. Yes.
I want to
Under the
go
shed.
over there today too.
Yes.
I want,
Oatmeal cream pies. Oh, jeez. So good. Is this one mine?
yeah.
No, I think, yeah, that one's yours. Yeah. And one more at? Got tired?
Say what?
Ain't nothing changed.
Always late.
Ain't
Don't be
nothing
late all
changed.
the time.
You know.
She gonna
Look,
be late to her own
I'm
funeral.
for real.
She gonna lay on purpose
I'm
too.
eating, right?
To her own
She
funeral.
gonna lay on purpose. She
Look.
gonna write in her wheel. Watch and see what I say.
Y'all don't bring that casket until everybody sees it. No, shoot. Look, our location don't change, our time don't change, Bo always says. See how it goes. Everybody got your orders?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for training for me.
You're welcome.
And I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do better getting y'all these show orders on time. I just be sleep. I'm sorry, I be sleep.
I'm trying to figure out how come you didn't get them printed at work.
Because the printer at work don't work.
I always love it.
Now the building I'm going to tonight, it does. But like if I'm not over there, it just.
How would you pronounce that? I'm mad at all these artists coming out who have names that are
That you can't pronounce?
like, are they even part of the alphabet? I don't know.
Oh, that's why I'm old late, because she got on a day to do. Good morning. Good morning, Mo.
First of all, it's 10:03.
I did.
I did good.
I did every 4.
You know why?
Right now.
Because that's what you
Wait a minute, Mo got on video.
I did 12 and then I did 13.
Mo got on
Good morning, good morning, good
I
morning.
think it was 12.
Good morning, good morning.
Mo got on makeup this morning.
Yeah.
What is going on?
I'm gonna swipe this off.
What festival?
We're standing by, we're standing by.
Okay, what festival you get?
You were just taking
Oh,
over
shoot.
some of our damn
Look, my bad. I need
Pride
to
Festival.
Oh, you want to cry?
do not disturb.
Mo,
Okay, now we good.
I said that.
You did say that.
Okay.
Miss Katrina, would you grab the door for me, please? Close it for me. Thank you so much.
Where my products? Did I tell you? Where my boxes? Did I tell you?
As always, Facebook, YouTube, y'all get to see the behind the
You
scenes.
know what? I'm gonna we got a lot of
We are live. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mash Your Gas Talk Radio Show. This is your boy Q coming to you live and in color. I got the MTG crew here with me this morning. Miss Sunshine, say good morning to the
Why
people.
I always gotta be first when I'm always last on the mic. Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I am well. Thank you so much.
You got you an energy shot?
No,
No?
I don't.
You need one.
I do.
Okay.
Mo Swag, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Everybody, Mo Swag has on makeup today. And she's so pretty. It's so natural looking.
Other people don't even know.
She got on her Indian jewelry, African jewelry. African jewelry.
Get off that continent. Get on the other one. All right.
She's on her African jewelry and her African wrap. She's on her way to the festival today. My boy Hendrix is with us today.
What's up, y'all?
And last but certainly not least, Miss Bertina Webb, the Texas International Hair Show is with us today. Welcome back to the show. We appreciate you coming back. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and get started with the show today. This show is brought to you by Mash the Gas. I just like to say that.
Yes.
I don't know why I like to say that. I like
It could be brought by other folk if some people wasn't playing dominoes.
You know, it could be brought by other people too if you weren't playing at the casino so much.
Oh.
We could do brought by the credit card. Baby, when I hit for that, okay.
See, look, and the corner store.
Woo.
In the corner store. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with the show real quick. Before we go ahead and let's speak with Miss Bertina Webb on today, do y'all have anything that y'all want to mash the gas on today? I think I'm going to switch it up just a smidgen. It could be a positive mash the gas because it's a positive show today. It's love and positivity, mash the gas style. So anything y'all want to mash the gas on that's something really loving, you know. I mean, I can go first if you want me to. I can give you a really good example.
Please.
I go first.
You go first?
Yeah.
What you got?
I like, I'm gonna mash the gas for all my peoples that call and check on people.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's sweet.
Yeah.
They call and check on people. So I really, because I'm not the person that calls and checks on anybody. I'll be honest. No.
I just had him wrong. Every time I call and check on him, he's like, I'm busy. I'm like, okay.
Well, you call me at inopportune time.
Well, hell, I don't have a thing on when to call him, when not to call him.
Look, you call me in the middle of the day when I'm at a doctor's appointment. I'm at the dealership getting something done to a car or something like that.
And then I get the automated message, Reggie is now busy. I'll be right now.
You know what? I've never got the voicemail.
You know
Every
why?
time I
Because
call,
he likes you.
he likes you too, boss.
No, evidently not. I get the voicemail.
No, but
when I call him.
when you call me and I don't answer, do you or do you not get a text right after that?
Yeah, but you know what the text says? Hi, how are you doing? No, what you want?
Wow. Wow. Is it like that?
Yeah,
At least I'm acknowledging the fact that you called, and I will tell you exactly what I'm doing. So you called me yesterday.
Yeah.
I was at a doctor's appointment.
But see, typically he knows when I call, it's always, could you talk to this student, please?
But school was out.
I know.
So I'm like, I'm at a doctor's appointment. I got a nurse trying to stick me in the butt with a needle.
Was she cute?
Yikes.
No.
She wasn't cute.
Yikes.
That's why you got upset, because she wasn't pretty.
Yo.
Was she single?
Nurse Betty.
No.
Yeah, nurse Betty. Because I got somebody for her.
No, she like feeling on my booty. That's a whole nother
But was she
story.
pretty?
Wow.
Feeling?
No.
Oh no, that's R. Kelly. Let me not say that.
This
song.
woman
She
is
sing it.
this woman is almost 70 years old.
Well, you know what? If she ain't had it in a while, it's just like it's renewed.
Whoa.
What? It's new.
Whoa. Well, Miss No Sway, do you have anything positive you want to match gas?
And you know what? Life is good. You know why? Because today is June 1st.
June 1st.
This is the 6th month.
This is the 6th month of the year.
And you know we got 6 more months to go.
6 more months to go.
So if we haven't done it by now, let's go ahead and make it and declare it. We can do it. Something's pretty.
Ooh, no, you should
I
have told
could-
her to ring the bell.
Yes.
These antics are brought to you by No Sleep and No Nose.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No sleep. No sleep.
Miss Sunshine, what about you?
You know what? The sun is out. There's no rain today. I'm so tired of the rain. So
Well,
it,
you'll be tired
even
tomorrow.
look, look. It may be hot right now, Mr. Anthony Brown. Thank you for visiting from us here in the lovely state of Texas. Sorry, you won't be back till September, but yeah, it gets hot. This ain't even hot.
This is abnormally cool for
This I
Texas.
know, right?
For this time of year,
Wake
this-
up in the morning and go outside and be like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Miss Christina, what about you?
Yeah.
I woke up this morning.
Mm.
I was gonna do it. Don't encourage it.
Don't encourage you. Oh, that was it?
That was
That's
it.
Because I didn't wanna.
Yeah.
You didn't want to get out the bed.
I did not.
Mm-mm.
Because you have how many kids?
I have,
Including
it
the
feels
husband.
like 13.
Okay.
No.
But I have 3
Who are doing what right now?
who was woke and
Right.
woke me up this morning.
Right.
They had to train me.
At the track meet.
And they running in the heat right now.
Running.
And I'll be joining them shortly.
Because
Okay.
you were a former track star.
Make sure you take your son
They get it from
stream.
their mom.
I know they
Right.
You have to, honey, baby.
And I just want to say, I want to send a shout out to, first of all of the teachers on a great school year that survived without any accidents, any kids being hurt in any kind of way. So shout out to all of the kids that graduated. Shout out to all the teachers. And shout out to Maybank High School. They got hit by one of the tornadoes, so we sending positivity their way as well.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to the good school bus drivers.
They stop on the brakes hard.
Yeah.
What you do? You want to break check you.
You know, like one of my good friends is a school bus driver.
That's
And
so
she
hard.
be, why am I saying it like
The
that?
school bus driver. Yeah.
She a school bus driver, and the thing is that she be telling me so many things that children be doing on this bus, and I be like, oh my God, how can you even deal with that? You know, so shout out to all the educators and the people that make the school system work.
And
You
this is
know,
why I don't think they should drug test teachers.
You don't
For real.
think they should?
Mm-mm.
He thinks they should be taking stuff.
No, I think teachers should get a pass.
Oh, okay.
Long as you're not
and a raise.
Yeah, a pass and a raise.
Pass and a raise.
Mhm.
Pass and a
Not in
raise.
that order.
No,
A raise and a
Pass.
pass.
Look,
How about we just legalize weed and not test for weed?
that's all I'm
Can they
saying.
only be here, please?
Yeah, that's it. That's all I'm referring
Yeah, meth addicts. This does not apply to you.
Thank you.
to.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
I went straight. Yeah.
teachers at lunch, they should be able to go, split a joint,
Oh my.
and then just finish the
Look.
day out and let's hey, we're gonna make this a
I
positive.
thought that was what happened in the faculty meeting.
Oh, so you know
No,
popcorn.
it's a line to go pee. It's a line to go pee. You can't go pee in between classes, so you hold it, you get teacher's bladder. And so if there's a line, because you can't go to the regular bathroom because then you might get cut in there. So
Did you say teachers bladder?
Teachers.
oh yeah, for real. It's called teacher's bladder. Because they have to hold it, because they can't go in between class. When I started, I said, what the hell y'all doing? I'm going to pee. No, you can't. Until oh yeah. I'm not going to be wearing no Depends. I'm sorry.
Wrong.
Yeah, that messed up your bladder and stuff. That's what I'm saying, right?
For real though.
That's horrible. Okay, y'all, but thank you so much for the positivity and the love shout outs on today. So let's go ahead and get started with our show. And we're going to start our show. I'm talking to Miss Christina Webb of the Texas International Hair Show that's going to be taking place. Miss Christina, I don't have a flyer in front of me, but I do have by 2 or 3 of them, June 23rd through the 25th.
You was almost right.
Almost right. Would you
Yeah,
would you correct
we
that?
kick it off on the 22nd.
Okay.
And then we end it on the 20th.
Also, just like y'all did last year with the party.
Yes.
Okay, well, let's talk about that real quick. So let's talk about what you guys got planned this year and all that good stuff. Just fill us up with the information.
Okay, 2019 started out, ooh, you said something about this is the 6th month. It's just been hell all up. But anyway, we still pressing, we pushing, we get it done. You know, anything thrown at me, I can handle it and I'll go through it. But the 22nd is typically starts off that Saturday. It starts off our kickoff party. A lot of times people come in from out of town and they always want to do something like, do y'all have anything going on? So we started that years ago doing the party. And then on the 23rd, starting at 10 o'clock, we're going to start with praise and worship. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Probably need to be there and get prayed for.
No problem.
Yeah, we're gonna start off with that, and then after that we do a parade of styles. That's when, like y'all say, the afro and you know, with afro. Just some of the hot stylists in the city would come together and do models, and they'll walk the stage, you know, walk the runway.
That was so clean last year.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I seen so many big mohawks and stuff. I was like,
Mohawks and afros.
And
The purple afro was the one that got me.
And
It's still exciting.
Yeah.
And I call them swoop dudes.
Swoop dude, yeah.
You know why
Add
you're
that
not
to
a
the menu.
stylist? Why he's not a stylist?
Swoop dude. Let me tell you, that could be a name of a hairstyle one day. Don't play
We're
with this.
gonna do that. We're
Hey,
gonna put it on the menu.
cute.
Okay, right.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
yeah, like I mean, that's the exciting part because us as cosmetologists and in the beauty industry, we're not inside a box. You know, corporate America. You know, some of y'all work in corporate America. I feel sorry for you because you're in a box. We radical.
Hate the
We
box.
creative. We do whatever we want to do. You know, so that we pretty much get to display that this you know on that weekend. Yes, we'll do some natural styles and some normal things that you see on a normal basis, but then after that we get to just show the creative part of what we do as cosmetologists, as an artist, I'd say that. We have exhibitors, we have education, we have live demos on the main floor, and then at night we have American Next Top Stylists. That's when you really, I don't know if y'all probably didn't make it to the night.
No, we didn't make it to that last year. America's Next Top Stylist.
I can
Yes.
only
Wow.
imagine.
Yeah, now that's when they really, I mean, like the whole presentation, dancing, I mean, it's choreographed, like on the real. Like
Wow.
these people, they go all out. They spend crazy money, you know, getting outfits done. I mean, 85% of the hair, I mean, the styles made out of hair. Like literally, when I was 13 years old, I went to a Bun Brothers show in Atlanta, and I seen a motorcycle on someone's head. I was like,
A
A
motorcycle?
motorcycle.
a motorcycle.
He didn't say
Not
vroom
like a
vroom, did he?
Okay, I'm
Made
getting
out of
that
hair.
too. Wait,
Yeah.
wait, so
You know,
stop.
like
You were 13 and you went to a Bronner Brothers show.
yes, I started this when I was young.
So when you went to the Bronner Brothers show, you knew what you wanted to do
Oh,
then?
at that moment, when I walked in that room and that excitement, that music, and everybody on these mics and everybody's beautiful. Like you don't know who's a model, who's a stylist, who just came to just because my husband cut hair, you know, or you just don't know who's in the room. You don't know what they do or who they are because everybody. I mean, when you say they dress to the T, they be fashionably.
So you got bit by the bug.
I did.
Wait.
I'm a second generation hairstylist.
Oh, so this is in your blood.
Exactly. It runs through my veins.
It runs through your veins.
Yes.
So now what are you doing on the state level? What's going on state level? What's going on?
State level?
State level.
What you mean, state level?
I need to know what's going on with the hair industry on the state level for the state of Texas.
Oh,
What we
yeah.
doing?
that.
What we doing? What we doing?
What they doing?
What they doing?
Yeah.
What
We're
they
trying to
doing?
deregulate the license.
Yeah,
and things like
deregulate.
that. Yeah.
Texas messing it up.
Typically, what it is, you know, people with money make decisions,
Right.
and they make decisions based on what's good for them.
Okay.
So if you have big corporations, chains, salons that need people working, they need them stylists, barbers to go to school and finish real quick, so they can keep their customers coming and keep customers happy or whatever the case may be. So that's pretty much why the first thing they have done is cut the hours for cosmetologists
From what?
Wow.
from 1,500 to 1,000 hours.
Whoa.
That sounds like a lot of education being
So we
missed.
don't just comb hair all day.
So 500 hours you're taking
Yes.
out?
But see, that's the thing that interests me to become a master of something. You need like 30,000 hours.
Come on now, we need to
And that's
continue.
no matter what you're doing,
Right.
from being a musician to being a hairstylist
Right.
to being an engineer. You need about 30,000 hours to become a master at it.
Right.
And you're gonna cut 500 hours out. Cause I mean, I'm sorry. How would you feel if they cut 500 hours out of somebody being a pilot?
Right.
Look,
So,
Less people flying.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
what else is going on? Cut up 500 hours.
Yeah,
so now-
of course they working to deregulate and not have to be able to get their license. They want just anyone to just come and be able to do hair. Exactly.
That's horrible.
Exactly.
well,
You
and
know,
we
so
kind of
it's
touched
so
on
much.
that. The same thing with nails and
Mhm.
waxing and everything. Texas, they deregulated the whoever heads up the plumbers.
Oh yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm like, why are y'all doing that?
Well, like I guess she said, the powers that be. But you know, nobody don't touch my vagina. Just my gynecologist. So we ain't waxing. We ain't doing all that.
Miss Latina, so on the 22nd is the kickoff
Yeah,
party.
yeah.
The
Plumber,
23rd,
waxing.
we got the praise and worship, and also that evening the parade of styles. What's going on the 24th?
The 24th, we pretty much double back and do the same thing. We do live demos. The vendors are they're selling. They trying to sell out at this time because a lot of them come from out of town and they don't want to take all that stuff back. So
Right.
they give a lot of discounts and discount their products and things like that, tools, apparel, whatever they have, just so they can get it sold. You know, so we do a lot of competitions during the day too, on both days, on
Yeah.
Sunday and on Monday. We do a lot of barber competitions, nails, makeup, and hair competitions as well.
Now, do I have to be? Do I have to have a look? Do I have to have I'm a hairstylist color?
No, you don't. I'm a hairstylist.
So
No, you don't. We typically have things for just the general public as well.
People like me who don't know how to do
Yeah,
hair.
you don't have to come and get educated on how to do hair.
Okay, I can
You
do
know,
it.
products.
Right.
Yes.
And that's one of the things
You can
that I
get
really
the
enjoy.
retail products.
Yes.
You cannot get like the professional chemicals and things
Right.
like that, but you can get retail stuff.
That was the thing that I really enjoyed because you all had last year. You all had respected roots.
Respected
Yeah.
groups.
Yes, for my beard, for my
Yes.
head.
Yes.
Because if I have to hear about that man one more again,
I'm sorry.
I think you wanted to date him.
Oh, damn.
Because he said this is really good.
Man, let me
But
tell you,
Look, if Reggie wasn't, I was.
that's shea butter. That stuff that they had for men's skin.
Yes.
When
Body butter.
I mean the body butter.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, I still feel it to this day.
No.
And y'all had us
No,
like
and-
butter, baby.
I mean,
No,
it's
and I-
good.
I'm
It's
sorry,
really
I
good.
had to re-up.
Right.
I had to re-up.
Yes.
So yeah, and it's good. It lasts for a while. And
Reggie had us going online. The man's
hey, look,
Yeah,
I'm
he
sorry.
had an ATL
Awesome,
404. See,
But
I-
that's
Y'all
what
did a review yet?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
But that was one of the things I love. So I love going and finding new products.
Yeah,
and
and that's what
you know, and just actually getting hands on and getting people that actually make it and use it all the time and it was beautiful.
Well, this is
Are they coming back?
entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
They're coming back this year.
Yes, they should be back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should be back.
Yeah.
So it's about time for me to re-up again.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
I don't have to wait for it to come in the mail. I can just buy it there and have it. So yeah, I appreciate that.
So it's exciting. I'm excited
And of course,
because
fashion too. We have fashion. You know that's a marriage, so that
Oh,
has to be in.
yeah, they
Yeah.
do the fashion.
So-
Oh yeah, because they had a Gucci apron.
Right,
Gucci style
right,
thing.
right.
She had
Yeah.
a whole bunch
Yeah.
of
I mean, a
different
whole lot of
aprons,
stuff
and
she
it was
had.
like, wow.
Yeah.
Some of it was pretty intense.
Well, I mean, that was the one that just stood out because I'm just like, dude, that's
I like to hear that you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Not in the hair industry.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let
we-
someone
we
know.
had a
it's
great
not in the
time.
hair
Oh,
industry.
yeah.
I mean, you know, we like our hair to look nice too.
yeah. I mean, you know, but I mean, I work on the beard, but you know.
Let me tell you, last year, what really just like caught my attention,
Mhm.
like were the battles. Like we got a chance to see the female barber battles.
Oh yeah.
And they was
yeah.
great. You know, they was like, I was like, you better cut that hair, man. I mean, and everybody was crowding
You
around.
get
We was like,
hyped
man, y'all
up.
have to move out the way because I want to see what she gonna end up with.
Yeah.
And then in the very back, they had the bob cut.
Yeah.
And they was, and I know Jeray, I know him, and I was a couple of other stylists I know from my sisters.
Okay.
And so Jeray was back there, and I mean, he just took that woman's bob and
With
he
the
was
straight
combing
edge, with
and
the
had the
straight
scissors
edge.
in his
Yeah.
hand, was cutting with the
Yeah,
scissors.
yeah.
And I was hyped up for that. I was like,
Cheers.
yeah.
Yeah,
The
baby.
shears, not the scissors.
Shears, not
The
the
shears.
Scissors you
You
cut.
can say scissors.
Oh, we can't.
Yeah,
I can't.
yeah. That's
that part of that
professional
500 that
nomenclature.
they're taking away. That
Yes.
professionalism.
You know, that's what you should call it, the 500.
Yeah, the 500.
The 500 is taken away.
So wait a minute, so every beautician that get their beautician's license after the 500 hours, you call them the 500.
It's gonna be hairstylist. But let me tell you one thing. If I get my hair done by somebody who, the 500, the state of Texas gets sued. It's gonna be Mo Swag versus the state of Texas and the 500.
And the 500.
Cause I'm not gonna get them bumps behind my head.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
you know?
true.
And if they don't have that blue stuff on their seat.
Oh, come on now, tell them.
Yeah.
Disinfectant.
Yeah.
If they don't have the blue
Barbershop.
stuff. If they don't have the blue stuff in the barbershop,
Yes.
I don't go. I
Yeah.
took my baby, I took my stepson there, we walked up in there and said, oh no, and we walked back out because they didn't have the blue stuff sitting on their barbershop.
And I tell people all the time, it's levels to it. Even with the ones who went the 1,500 hours, it's still levels to it. You
Right.
still have the ones that don't get educated. No more past that.
Mhm.
You know, I stay educated. I'm an educator as well. I educate haircutting. That's my fave. That's what I do. And then of course product knowledge as well. But it's a lot of people that don't get that knowledge. You know,
Because
they just
learning
stop.
never really
It
ends.
never
never
is.
stops.
You know, it's
Yeah.
always evolving.
Mhm.
And
And that's why we continue to do shows and seminars and workshops and things like that, because we forever learning.
And learn
You know,
from each
and-
other.
yeah, we come up with things like, again, we are so creative. We just continuously, coming up with stuff. Just like, dang, like, how to do this? Like, it's a better way to do this now? So.
Yeah, see, this is what I
I
like.
love
How
that.
many years have you been doing this?
Yeah, this is the part I don't like.
you've
think
been
I'm
doing it
better
since you were
now.
10.
I'm better now. I'm almost 40, so yeah, I've been doing this almost 20 years.
The hair
It's a
show.
blessing.
No, the hair show will be 20 years next year.
See, this is
And
what I'm
this-
talking about.
The
And that's
19th
just,
annual.
and that's
This is
just
what
the
I'm talking
about. I
professional
just
part.
found the
Because I
flyer.
know you were doing it at home
Mhm.
Now,
prior
What
to
you
that.
One thing about that, my mom, I did my cousins, hair, and my sister at home, but I couldn't really do anyone else because my mother was a stylist.
Mhm.
So I sent everyone to her, but I was a chef and tech.
Right.
So I was still making money.
See, I still think that is part of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
most
know, you
definitely.
learn, you
Yes.
see, you watch.
you have to do your apprenticeship.
Yeah.
And see, this is my problem. This is my main, not problem, but I'm excited about. So you have a woman here who's head of, who's been doing for 20 years the Texas International Hair Show, based out of Dallas.
Based on Dallas.
I mean,
That's
and
huge.
she's a woman of color,
Mm-hmm.
but most importantly, she's a woman who knows
Yeah.
what she
Yeah,
wants to.
absolutely.
She wanted
Yeah.
at 13.
Yeah.
So this ain't no, oh, I ain't got nothing else to do. Let me be a
Role
hairstylist.
model.
Get
Absolutely.
the hell out of my face, them 500. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is a passion.
Well, she gonna make me start saying it.
No.
Like,
Yeah.
when I was young, seriously, like, when I was telling people that I wanted to do hair when I grew up, they was like, really? So you just want to comb hair the rest of your life? I was like, oh,
Look,
well,
it's more than that.
put some respect on me.
Yeah.
But now that they see me and they
Right.
see what I'm doing,
Right.
and, of course, perception is everything. They think I'm the richest one, from East Texas. But I get them points.
Yeah.
But I work hard to get them.
You work hard.
Yeah,
I
you
work
work
hard to get them.
You work hard.
And
So
it was funny that you didn't know Brandy was my cousin.
Brandy Walton.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, so
That's my girl. I love her.
all of your barbers and beauticians and estheticians
Baby, we're
and
not beauticians.
Yeah,
This is 2019.
well, what they call I'm
Hairstylists.
hairstylists, barbers, estheticians, and all the rest of the ticians and stuff.
So he-
Make sure you get to the Texas
So he
International Hair
learned the
Show.
word. You see how he do when you learn the word, he like to
said
use
over
it.
and over and over.
And say it one more time.
Say it one more time.
Esthetician.
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 Yes.
And y'all got on me for not knowing what a natatorium was.
Shit, I didn't
Like
know.
that was my fault.
At least I can swim. I didn't know what an anatomy was.
You guys make sure that you get to the Texas International Hair Show. Again, the Texas International Hair Show is going to be June 22nd through the 24th, 2019. It is going to be at the Mesquite Convention Center.
Woo-hoo.
You can reach them at www.texashairshows.com and at 469-751-8820. Please make sure that you give them a telephone call. Make sure that you hit them up online. I've been telling my barber about the hair show. I've been telling every barber and hairstylist
Yes.
that I knew about the Texas International Hair Show because I got a chance to listen to a little bit of the classes, and that's very important because as we get older, like I'm trying to get my waves back, but they do their own thing. But as we get older,
That's
our
what you
hair
get trying to do dreads in a box.
Oh my God!
You doing too many? You had too many hairstyles in 6 months.
He did.
You had
I told you I was going through something. Y'all just can't go
He
through
put
it.
the M in midlife, baby. I said, damn, I'm older than him, and I ain't been through that many
It's
crises.
alright.
We can do that, huh?
Baby,
Look,
wait. And
Look, I went from long hair to fro to shaved it off to growing it out.
he came to your hair show, and he had his
I had a
hair.
box.
He had a box.
No, I had
Wait,
the mohawk.
halfway through, he went and got the little sponge. Halfway through, on the first day, it wasn't even 12 hours in a change his hair. I said, Negro. But I said, all right, I'm going to let you make it. I said, well, at least he's going to buy a motorcycle.
It's
Miss
okay.
Katrina, again, do you have any vendor slots still open, or are y'all?
Yeah, we actually do. We actually do.
And how can people contact you?
Like you just mentioned, the www.texashairshows.com.
spelled properly
Yes.
with an S, not a Z.
The nest.
Texashairshows.com. Yeah, but we sell up until if we haven't sold out, we sell up until the day of. You still call us. Can you make room? We sure can.
Yeah.
That baby said we sure can.
Yeah, because that was my favorite part, because I like the show with the stylists and everybody doing their thing, but to get to walk around in the products and that was
So bring your wallet.
Yeah, bring your wallet.
You want to come support.
Okay.
And these are black businesses, everybody.
Yeah.
There were definitely people up there.
Yeah.
Can I get through with my
Oh,
statement?
okay, I'm sorry.
And you got your hair wrapped and you cutting people off today.
These nuts.
Been a long time.
There were all people of color there, but mostly black businesses, and I love the way the business acumen that they have. What was it that we stopped at? It was the shop that the ladies had the ladies had the hair in the water, and they started combing out the hair that was in the water, and they was telling you what good bundles not to get and what good bundles to get, and I was like, well, darn. I was like, women really do go through all this stuff. I mean, because I really just didn't know. My sisters wear their hair natural. And then they may put in, they make my baby sister, I know she get the frontals and stuff, but they'll wear their hair natural, so I really don't be knowing the differences sometimes. But it was kind of cool when he was like, stick your hand in there and touch the hair. I was like, oh, for real, that's what it's supposed to be.
Because they would tell
Those
you
99-cent bundles, they may be great and go a long way, but
if you're trying to go on vacation, and because that was what the gentleman was saying was, if you're going to go on vacation, you're going to go swimming, you're going to be in the ocean, you got to have different textures of hair and different types.
Wild up and down.
Yeah, and it was like, educational from it's like, I don't participate, but now granted, given the quality, I can understand why the price of the hair was so much. So now it's like, okay, I get why women will spend this type of money on this hair, and it's like, it's an investment. It's not just a person; it's an investment. It's like,
and you can wear it for a long time.
Wait,
take it out and put it back.
Well, if you take care of it
Talk to me, baby.
with proper maintenance, you can take, you can have it for a long time. And again, it's an investment. It's not just a purchase. So it's like, okay, it makes
I like
sense.
that. I like the way you think about that. That's why I got my stuff.
Coach, let me ask you a
Get your money
question.
right, Father.
It's a lot. There are a lot of businesses, a lot of ladies or guys as well that sell bundles.
Right.
We see bundles. We still get them on Instagram. Bundles.
All your friends.
How can you, for our nice, wonderful, people out there in radio land and in Facebook land and YouTube land out there, how can you tell if hair is not good when you buy it? Because some of these ladies be getting gypped, by their money. They like, girl, how my hair look? For real? Mo gonna be like,
Right.
I don't know what you say. I'd be like,
This is about I wouldn't say anything like, okay, this is what I don't know about the hair. So I went into Jenny's with my husband because he's got the gun, because I don't go over there without while they bull crapping.
Jenny's no clear?
In the daytime,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Anytime you got DPD, Dallas Police,
In the front.
in the front
On a
of the
constant
store.
basis. In the front.
So trying to steal, you know.
Well, I was walking down there and I was going the wrong direction. I said, "Oh, there's some hair. That's cute. $340. That your rent is $700. What the hell you put $340 in your head for? Unless you want somebody bold. Unless you want somebody bold.
Or somebody corner.
Well, the more the pole these days. In the corner, they don't do the corner no more. It's more sophisticated.
No, I don't.
Yeah, they
So
online
They do
now.
private shows.
They got apps.
So it's
They
not.
go online,
So
yeah.
it's not just
Act
about
though.
the amount of money you spend. What else are you looking for that?
I mean, quality, of course, because a lot of them, and believe me, I cut up static. I cut hair. I do a lot of natural hair. I really stay away from the extensions. I but still, just feeling like they had you guys testing it.
Mhm.
You actually feel the cuticle of the hair, and just see. I mean, you can tell the difference in the quality because some of it is mad up on you. I mean, y'all back
Does
there
it
like,
smell?
does it smell?
Does
It didn't
smell a
smell
certain
when
way?
we was playing with it. It didn't
versus
smell good.
real. Yeah, there's gonna be.
Maybe a different scent. I don't.
Well, I'm
Well, that
100.
man said it was Brazilian hair, so that's what he said. Didn't he say Brazilian?
And they feed you a lot of bull.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because
they
Brazil-
not cheap, but you know.
Yeah.
Well, them women in Brazil are so broke and so poor, but they still got long hair, so I'm
They
wondering where they
do.
coming from. But I would just let y'all know I'm 150 years old. You know how many weaves I had?
Zero mo.
Zero. You know what? You know why?
One mo.
Because I can't sit down that long. Shit, you should see my stylist now. Be like, how long is it gonna take? She's like, what do you want to do? I said, I want the hour long. Because I can't sit in the chair that long.
Give me in and give me out.
Right, because
Yeah.
my butt gonna get flat and
No.
stuff. Oh my gosh. I'm
Be like,
and then they take you from the chair to the bowl. Then I got under this thing one time. I thought she was drying me out or something like that. Baby, that was steam on it.
The steamer.
And you know what I said? I said, oh, it's broken.
It's smoking.
I said, oh, it's
It's
smoking.
smoking.
And then she's like, no, baby, that's not supposed to. I said, well, I'll just sit back
But
here.
yeah, all the weave wears, extension wears,
Mhm.
frontal wears, front lace, some wears. I
Come to
like
the
the
Come to the
Yeah.
because
Now-
you know they tear it out of their hair and then they gotta come run to us.
And what I will tell women is that, look, I'm a man. And if I can tell,
Your man, you have to tell us that.
no, look, as a man,
That's a bad.
as a man, if I can tell that you got a weave or wig on,
Right.
It's not
it ain't no good.
There you go.
And
Like your scalp is not orange.
yeah.
But they dyed them front.
No,
Like,
you know, I'm just glad that I don't see these women with the hair. It look like they got an edge up and it's a wig, and it's like you could do some kind of blending
That
there.
brown stuff. Yeah.
I don't know what. No, I've seen it all colors. I've seen it black,
Straight
brown.
edge,
It's just like yeah. It's like I don't know who bought. Wait, that's not even the edge up. Never mind.
Raise the edge.
Can I also say that I loved the plethora of natural hair as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
my God! I mean, so beautiful, so many beautiful locks
Right.
and fros, and I mean, I was like, I seen the young lady. Remember the young lady had the blonde locks and a beehive.
Oh yes.
I
Yes.
was like, man, how you do that? And it was all her hair.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I was just like really,
Y'all.
really impressed. I mean, we had so much fun.
People with locks, much love
Beautiful.
because that is a journey.
See, and natural hair is a journey.
Oh, yeah.
Natural hair ain't. I'm telling everybody,
Everybody
natural hair.
says it's easy. No.
Natural hair ain't
no.
ain't what a week, baby. First of all, you gotta do them damn YouTube tutorials, and you be like, damn, girl.
University.
Yeah, you gotta do a wedding, then you gotta party, then you got. I'll be like, ooh.
And everybody's saying different things that.
Right. And then
That's
it's
for
like,
you.
When you got 4C hair, no
Uh-uh.
chick, I got 4C, 4G, 4Z hair. I got hair back here that's curly. I got hair up here that ain't. I got hair over here that's straight. So you can't just say
Right.
one hair. Oh my
I
god.
got more C to D.
Yeah. I got hair that curls up by itself without. It just curls up. It just curls.
Alright.
It said, what the hell you doing?
Right.
All right.
Wow.
All right, well, we're going to get ready to go to break. And Miss Katrina, thank you again for coming
Thank you
in.
guys. I enjoyed
Yes,
it.
we
Absolutely.
look
Thank
forward
you.
to it again because I'm telling you right now, yes.
We are going to be
Yeah.
We will
If
be
you
there.
have not been to the Texas International Hair Show, make sure you attend, because trust me,
Get there.
it will be well worth it. Whatever day you attend on,
Get there.
preferably all 3 days, but you know, if you can only go one, you know,
It's
hey,
an experience.
it's an experience for you. So if you have never been to a hair show, you've never been, because I mean, as a man, I was like, I don't know how this gonna work.
That's my first day.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
kinda like, what?
I don't know how this gonna
But
work.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
check
you
on.
were outnumbered because you're a man, so that was good. You had all the women there. That was good.
Actually, it was
just
a
about
good-
more men there
yeah.
than it was women.
It was
What
a
you
lot
about?
of
Would you
men.
like to know why? Because there were a lot of women there, y'all.
Well,
So we ain't gonna keep y'all in the house. We're gonna put y'all in the inside.
hey,
We're gonna change the game up.
Thank you.
Catch the gas.
Hey,
Come on
but-
in.
Thank you.
Hey, but we had a ball sitting in the house.
It was so much to see. It
But
was
it's
so
hard you
funny.
get to see
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah. So we gonna go ahead and take a break, and we gonna listen to "Don't" by Bryson Tiller and "Money to Blow" by Birdman, Lil Wayne, and Drake.
We'll be right
We'll be
back.
back.
Okay. Who are these people?
This is Sunshine and Hendrix Smiths.
But I thought we were doing positive music.
This is positive music.
It said don't.
Don't blow. Money to blow. I've got money to blow. I mean, if you got money to blow, it means you got money. That's a positive thing.
I don't know.
Now, I don't know what it is to blow money.
Look, I was just trying to bring the summertime
Yeah.
flow.
But you know
Did
what?
we do Will Smith Summertime?
Yes.
Yes.
If you hadn't been on time, you
Everybody.
would have heard it.
Oh, y'all already heard it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the intro song. Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
That was-
Thanks so much for watching. Steve, thanks so much. Nicole, Nikki Talton. Anthony, what's up, brother? How is your podcast, man? Moses Smith, thanks so much for watching. Angela Timmons. Will Hogan, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate that. Malkia, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate that. Joseph Mason, thank you so much. Roderick, thanks so much. Rodney Trailer, Tamila, Fifi Washington. My cousin Hurst is on. Hey, Miss Roz, what's going on? From the Petty Crew is on. Thank you so much for watching.
She ain't gonna go.
Tony TC Cleveland, what's up, bro? Y'all stick with us. We'll be right back in a second. Let me get a hug. Thank you so much. We'll see you, okay?
Thank you. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah, we'll see
Thank
you. We will see you on the 23rd.
All right. Y'all take it easy.
All right, we take it easy. Be careful.
See you later, baby.
Have a good one.
You too. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Huh? Oh, you're telling me you? You such a mama.
Let me see what I have.
Yes, sir. What's up, Taylor? What's going on, man? I was just talking about you. What's up, Paul? What's going on, man? My best friend Kid's on. My other best sister's on, Alicia. How's Adonis, Alicia? Oh, Lord, what the hell am I doing? How's Adonis doing? I'm going to come see you tomorrow in the hospital. I'll be out there tomorrow to see you. I'll go home, go sleep, because I'm going to fall over in about 5 seconds.
Reggie,
No,
can
you
you
gotta
tell
wait.
me she was looking at me?
Oh, no, G.
All
No,
right.
she didn't.
No, that's the knee. That's the knee that can't do nothing.
Oh.
Oh,
The same one you hurt when you was playing dodgeball, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
And you
Don't do
remember,
that shit no
and you know
more.
what you remember when y'all
Don't do
told me
that
to
no
get the knee brace on there?
Yes,
And
Mom.
you get the knee brace. Well, I got an appointment with the orthopedic.
Yeah. Told you.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Told you get a knee brace.
Monique, why would you do that? No, that's that silly shit, Monique. Why would you do that silly shit,
And wait a
Monique?
minute, wait. So I'm playing dodgeball, right? And it's not like I got hit. So then the second time we were out doing field stuff, I didn't play dodgeball. Guess what I did?
What you do?
I played volleyball. I said I can do volleyball. But guess what? I got hit.
Boom.
By the dodgeball.
I'm beginning to
playing
think they do this
volleyball.
on purpose.
That's what I'm starting to think too. And maybe they doing this on purpose.
Mo's shady moment.
Mm-hmm.
Mo's playing volleyball and dodgeball with high school students. She always complained about she old.
I was trying to show her. I mean, I am old, but I had to let them know, baby. And then when ooh,
No,
But
we
yeah.
used to
Mo,
do.
you go around just a little bit. We all come around just a little bit. Yeah,
We
just
used
like
to do.
that. When sunshine go down, after you put my back together. Hey, look nice with sunshine.
Oh.
These are just samples. I'm gonna have y'all sample. This one though, and I guess that's what's different. This is for Nicole.
Oh.
So make sure she gets that.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all don't know, we have an engineer, a chemical engineer on our show, and we have a house chemist. Hey, Miss Sunshine, let me tell y'all something. Not that kind of house chemist. Not like that. Don't play. Not like that. But Miss Sunshine makes a lot of great natural body products. Listen, that shea butter that she made for me, I put that on and I go to sleep in it. And
yes,
it is the
that is
bomb.
how you do right there.
Yeah.
But you know what? That wasn't even my best one.
The bath bomb she did for me,
yes.
It did disintegrate, but it's still boom, 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 boom.
And let me tell you, I redid those. I made them heavier and thicker. Those fell apart.
Okay.
After a while, it's like they soften up and they fall apart. So I was like, you know what? Fuck the molds. I'm just going to
Just make it bad
I'm
sauce.
just
Yeah.
gonna scoop that shit in. It does the same thing.
Yeah. I was happy.
Because I think if it remains in that state, like the ball or the cube, you have to put something artificial in it.
Oh
and
wow, what's this, chocolate? This smells like something chocolate.
I
See,
know,
I
right?
can't have that because that looks like food.
This
And I
smells
wanna eat.
good.
Look,
I'm just saying.
smell it. This is the chocolate mint, or no, chocolate lavender. This is the chocolate lavender.
Chocolate lavender.
Chocolate.
So you know, lavender is definitely for rest. So you gonna definitely go sleep.
Very
That
nice.
definitely relax. And chamomile and
Yeah, I don't need no more of that. That gave me some ideas.
This is the chocolate mint.
ideas. What kind of ideas? Well, you know what? I'm learning not to ask my crew certain
I know
questions.
that's right.
I'm gonna stop asking them questions.
This one's the patchouli, the spicy.
You see how it just
patchouli.
melt on your skin? Look at that. It just melts on my skin. Y'all look at that. It just melt on your skin.
No, I don't want to do no testing. I'm gonna feel some type of way.
Oh my God.
Once you do your once
Here.
you get our samples. And,
Oh, it smells so good.
No, you smelled it already? That's the chocolate mint. Mint chocolate, whatever you want to call it.
You know what it smells like? Y'all, it smells like that candy that's chocolate outside. Smooth sensation.
Smooth sensation.
Stand by everybody.
Smooth sensation. Shit, I can't stop. More, it's on you.
They in the silver wrapping,
Yes.
and I don't know what they call. I
Yeah.
can't. They in the, and they always have the commercials like people's skin and
I
stuff.
should have done before and after pictures before I put it on me. Look, it looks so
Oh,
good.
darn, we need to take a picture with Tina.
Oh.
Darn it, well, I guess we'll get it when we get to the hair show.
Okay, I don't know
We'll
what
have to
is
stop her
leaking
and
in
try to
this
get her.
thing, but whatever.
Girl, you have to get her in motion. You be like, we can do a videotape of us going and coming.
Mm-hmm.
13 years old. Isn't that a wonderful testament?
That is, that's something like you like know your calling like for
And
real.
we're
Yeah.
live.
We are back, everybody. If you want to join the conversation with us, 214-717-4827. Again, this is your boy Q with the MTG crew, and the topic of our show is positivity and love. Miss Christina Webb of the Texas International Hair Show, she just graced us with her presence. She's on her way to attract me in the heat. So
Bless up.
she need a whole lot of water and stuff like that. Again, the Texas International Hair Show, June 22nd is the kickoff party. The 23rd and the 24th will be taking place at the Mesquite Convention Center. That is in Mesquite, Texas. Again, www.texashairshows.com. Make sure that you guys go online. Make sure that you guys do whatever you need to do to get in the house. The MTG crew, will be the only media source there covering the show. We cannot wait to get that to the hair show. Now, it's on Miss Mo Swag. Miss Mo Swag, I'm going to let you take it from here, and she's going to give us some summer tips for our students.
Summer tips for your students.
Why you got to be like that?
Okay, so June 1st is June 1st now. So giving summer tips for your students on June 1st is like shopping for Christmas on December 24th. Late as hell. So let me start this on it's positive show. So what happens is in January,
Okay.
once you get that income tax refund, you know, y'all start going to the filing and they get there and you get your refund, what, the first of February? Or do you get it January 15th? Because you don't have to wait until you get you use the last check stub.
But I think you can't file
Until a certain day?
until the 30th
Okay.
of
30th
January.
All right, so
So
when you
like
get
the
that
first and
refund.
second week of February is when the refunds come in.
Okay.
I don't know anything about that because I be on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Me too.
I told you April 15th I'm out at the post office going, Lord please.
At
Lord, please, Lord,
11:59.
please."
Here you
That's
go.
your birthday too.
I know.
So
it's
you
not-
really ain't concerned.
It sucks, it sucks. But what I want everyone to know is that if you could start in February, like saving the money for these camps, it would be greatly appreciated. However, in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, what I'd like for you to do today is Google summer camps in the
Okay.
DFW area. So you're going to come up with different types of camps. And your students or your children are different. Some may like hair, some may like STEM, you know, science, technology, engineering, math. Some may like the arts. So it just depends on their likes. So they're free camps. There are free camps. There are free day camps, and then there are camps you pay for.
Okay.
And what we always say, you get what you pay for, right?
You can
So-
pay for it.
So
right.
you go to Macy's and you want to purchase shoes, or you can go to Ross and purchase shoes. You still got shoes. It just depends the quality based on your perception and what your needs and wants are. And that's how camps are. Summer camps for children. You have enrichment camps. You know if your child is not doing very well in math, or if they just got by, and if they're not doing very well in with reading. There are enrichment camps. There are some camps that you can go to every day and hone in on those skills. And I believe as a parent, it is your primary responsibility to hold off on the Jordans and start with that reading enrichment. And now that's what I think. But no one's ever paid me to tell me what I think. So, but these are my suggestions. Try enrichment summer camps first for
Okay.
English, for math, then try development camps, and that would be for secondary languages. So if your primary language is Spanish, go to the English camps. If your primary language is English, you probably still need to go to the English camp. But then you can go to a Spanish or bilingual camps.
Mhm.
Those are good. Now, SMU, Southern Methodist University, has this ID camp, ID Tech camp.
Okay.
The ID Tech camp is just you're doing coding, you're making your own video games, and it is a 2-week program.
Mm-hmm.
Now it is $3,000,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
but your tax refund was $7,000.
Mm-hmm.
So figure out what's important in your life.
The car.
Right.
Mm.
The bundle. You mean that car that y'all you get in January and
And
My
it's
April
gone.
is gone.
Yeah.
yeah. But so if you could put that to the side, you know, you'd have a better summer experience. Then we have what we call away camps.
Away camps. Okay.
Away camps. Away
Great
camps are
thing.
overnight camps. They're weekly and they're monthly, and then you have some that are all summer. So with the away camps, the best camp I've found, and once again, you get $7,000 refund. Try to spend it on your kids, and don't spend it on red bottoms. So what happens is we have a sailing camp. There's a sailing camp on outside of Outer Banks of North Carolina. There's a horseback riding camp in Wyoming.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just riding a horse, but it's all taking care of the horse, but it's a scenic space. And sometimes you want to get your children out of their comfort zone
That's
because
good.
the
Yeah.
people that
Yeah.
because the people they meet at camps aren't typically long-term friends. Because in our technological age now, you're going to stay in touch with them. You know, you can text them. I mean, it's no longer writing letters as, you know, your buddy,
pen
whatever.
pals.
No pen pals, right? But these are lifelong. Then we have music camps. We have a camp in Harlem, New York,
Cool.
and that's a music and a literature camp because it coincides with the Harlem Book Festival, and so they're trying to really take care of those kids and hone in the interest that Christina was talking about at age 13. She knew what she wanted to do. A lot of these kids are gifted, but their lights don't get to shine because no one's taking an interest. And so that's where we're losing a number of them. Then we have here locally a camp brought about the Tico Theater in our district, down here in the what is that district called? Oh gosh. Anyway, Tico camp is a theater camp, and they do all aspects of theater: the lighting, the writing, the producing, and at the end they have their production of their play. And that's here local in the Bishop Arts District.
Bishop Arts, okay.
And that's Tico. So you have all you have to do is Google it or Bing it, but you have the opportunity to make a difference in your child's or either other children's lives. We have enough women who don't have biological children, but who are aunts and who can take the reins and say, you know what, your mama wanted those red bottoms, but I want you to be able to read. You know, I mean, if you have a child who's in the 4th grade, 3rd grade, 5th grade, and they are STAR tested this year, you're getting the results in the next 2 weeks.
Absolutely.
They're available, so you can log on to the TEA. But most importantly, this is the most important. If you have a child in whatever grade they're in, and if they're reading on that grade level,
they are already behind.
Then they are behind.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're in the 1st grade and you're applauding yourself because your son or daughter is reading on the 1st grade level, then you have a great disservice.
You know, I was just about to say that, Mo. You know, a lot of times, you know, and I understand, you know, parents have their children year round. Well, you had them, you're supposed to. But the thing is in the summertime, what happens is a lot of parents take a relaxed stance with their children, especially when they're at summer camp. I believe that it's important to ask your kids, what's up with summer camp? What did you learn? You know, tell me something, you know, whatever the case is, to help increase their knowledge and then put it to use so they can be a little bit more smart when they go to school and they can apply those principles to their own school.
Challenge them.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know, now there are some parents out there that, you know, to be honest, you know, this is a positive show. I think that more parents should be more into what their children are into. If you don't, like, for example, like Regina was talking about, she knew she wanted to do hair since she was 13. But you may say, well, no, I think you need a desk job. Well, she is telling you that she has more of a mindset that's free and she wants to express herself. You know, I think more parents should allow their children to try to follow what they want to follow so they can create a business and have business mindsets by the time they're done with college to know how to actually do that.
There's a balance to that, Q, because I understand the point where you're coming from. However, my parents, like me growing up, I knew I wanted to do something in science. I didn't know exactly what. However, I also knew I wanted to play football. But then my parents were like, well, no, you know you want to do this, but you need to try this. You need to try this. Like, I'm not into basketball, but I had to play basketball for a year. Had to play soccer for a year, and they kind of kicked me out of soccer. I got too many red cards because I was a football player.
Wow.
You know, but baseball, you know, it's not, yes, you want to know what your kids are into, and that's great and fine. However, you need to expose them to different aspects.
And let them explore everything.
Right,
because they may like something else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they may like something else, and they even if, like, one of the things I learned playing soccer was that, you know, you can be great on the football field. And what it was, okay, yeah, on the football field initially, I was just focused on my player that I was supposed to cover. But then playing soccer, it was like, oh, it opened my eyes up to say, wait, it's a lot of other people doing a lot of other movement. I need to make sure I know what my team is doing. So it actually made me a better football player playing soccer.
Right.
So it was one of those things where it'll help you get better as you're doing it. And not just sports, but, you know,
Whatever the avenue is.
whatever the avenue is, but make sure that they're exposed to a bunch of different things.
Yeah.
Away camps, oh my God.
Away camps
are the best.
awesome.
Yes, they are.
Now, see, and you know,
The kids need a break too.
we got this ongoing argument at the household. I believe in away camps because my first experience at away camp was at 10 years old, and I'm not talking about away down the street. I'm talking about about 5 hours.
Yep.
So from 10 to 17, and then I was a camp counselor at 17. Because you got, what you have to do is like, do these clothes go together? Do I need to wake up? I gotta brush my teeth, wash my face. I'm in a cabin with 5 other people. You either like them or don't. And then you figure out then you figure out that, you know what? This is how the world is.
Right.
And it's a great preparation for college.
Yes.
It's a better preparation for when you're traveling by yourself.
Right.
You're like, okay, so this is what I did at camp. When old girl, oh my gosh, when they just treat you god awful, and you get back and you're like, that's the best you got.
Right. And
That's the best you got.
and not only that, but there's so many experiences that you have, and it helps a child grow up. Because I know to me, I did most of my growing up when I was gone, because I would go away. I don't know if they still do it, but they used to have the boys club used to take us on like a 2-week. We'd do camp for 2 weeks, and we'd be gone for 2 weeks. And a great part, now this is back in the day before everybody had cell phones. You only got to call your parents 1 day a week.
Yeah.
You got to call your parents on 1 day, check in. Hey, you know, I'm good, da 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 da. Or like with me, because you know, growing up, I had asthma, medical issues, and I had an asthma. It was like, oh no, I'm good. You want to come home? They said that. No. I don't want to come home. I'll be all right. But that's where your kids get that independence, and they learn about themselves. So yeah, they need
I like that. I like that. I only have fond memories of camp.
Yeah.
I only have fond memories of camp.
Now I didn't like the sleeping in the tent part. I like the cabin.
Well, we slept in cabins, and then you woke up early morning, 3 good meals. We hiked every day. Every time I came home, my mom was like, "Damn, you lost a lot of weight." And then I'd be like, "Okay, ravioli, with a can of ravioli." Yeah, but that's my little information regarding camps and regarding summer camps. And you can start in January, and then they always have scholarships for people. So if you can just just ask around. So that's it.
And if you don't have the resources right now, always VBS, Vacation Bible Schools. And I'm not even
for them cookies and that juice.
I'm not even a religious person, but I mean, just for exploration and
and I think that's good, but I'm not gonna be too horrible. But some vacation Bible school boring.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that God ain't important, because it's very important. I'm saying that why I got to sit up in here and just listen to you go on and on and on and on and play these little elementary games. So I was one of those kind of kids. I get really bored and then I just act up. I need to get out of here. I don't want to be here, And then like, well, go and call your mama. But I'm like, nah, I can't call my mama because she told me to whoop and I get to the house. So I got to try to make this worse and worse. So I just sneak and go with the older kids. Because, they have the young kids, except from the older kids. And then a lot of times they'll, mix them up a little or whatever. So I just go hang with the older kids. Well, I was going to say with camp, especially band camp, it taught us how to be. Remember one time at band camp? Band camp taught me how to be very competitive. I mean, that's all it was. Florida A&M University, shout out to you. Tallahassee, Florida.
Rattlers.
We had so much fun. We actually, the band they had was called the Rattle. And when you see their band, they rattle on the field like snakes. And it was so cool, it was so fun, and I got a chance to hold one of their batons that was too heavy for me to hold, and it just gave you a whole college experience. You got a chance to meet some of the newer band members and what they were going through and how we had to practice with them and playing Flight of the Bumblebees by sight the first time, and you better not get it wrong. I mean, that kind of stuff, it just gives you an adrenaline rush. So thanks, Mom, for all of that information for the children and stuff like that. Yeah. What time is it? Because we still got some time, right?
Yeah, but we got to give a shout out to the graduates.
I would say to the graduates.
Yes.
Okay, you go first then, since you brought it up.
Oh, well, I'm gonna give my shout out to my alma mater, of course, Texas A&M, representing. No, we're gonna start off at college. So all the graduates of A&M, a lot of them going out doing their thing. A lot of people going to grad school, which is great. A lot of people trying to find jobs still. Get on your hustle. Use your network. Use your alumni network. Whatever school you just graduated from, use your alumni network. That's what it's for. If you do not know how to get in contact with them, You should have a former students association that you can get in contact, an alumni association. They have different names, but your alums should have a place of contact. Usually it's wherever you go to get your degree audit. That's usually where you go.
Yeah.
So when you go get your degree audit, that same building, that same phone number, use that to get in contact with people and use your alumni network to get a job if you haven't already secured one. The other thing is get on these apps like LinkedIn.
Right,
So I didn't
right.
know, I just recently discovered LinkedIn. I didn't know about it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I didn't know. I'm not social, I got social media accounts, but I'm not just on there like that. So usually I'm snoozing, I'm browsing through stuff.
LinkedIn is a bomb.
Yeah.
Get the
but-
It
premium.
really is.
Yeah, go ahead. Well, actually, for college, for recent grads, I think it's free for a certain amount of time.
No, it's free. LinkedIn is free.
Right, LinkedIn is
But the
free, but the
premium
premium service is free for a limited amount of time.
Right.
But use that network. And if you do not have a resume,
Get one.
get one. Get somebody to help you build it. Google. Yeah, you can Google people to help you with your resume.
Call me.
Yeah, call Q. You can get Q to help you with your resume.
Oh, and it works.
Yeah,
I do.
because I was surprised at what these people charge for resume writing.
Mhm.
Some people charge like $600-700 to do resume writing. I'm like, goodness.
But
However,
you get it deducted from your taxes.
true, you get to deduct it from your taxes. And the other thing is, you want to make sure that whatever you're doing, make sure you give back.
Right.
To your school. Make sure you give back to your school. And that's whether you just graduated from high school or college. And then with that college, that was college, but high school, shout out to the class of 2019 from Kimball. Go ahead with your bad self. We'll give y'all a shout out.
2019.
Yeah, 2019, making us feel old as dirt. But that's okay though.
We just celebrated 22 years out of school, right?
22 years.
How many years you been out of school?
I don't know. Do the math. 84 to 2019. We're having our 35th reunion next year.
30-something years.
Yeah, we're having our
What's up,
35th
Mom?
reunion.
Yeah.
And we're all getting together, and in our high school, and I'm, like really, I'm okay with it.
Any graduate shout outs you got? Mo?
Anybody that
The
reaches
school you teach at, you didn't want to tell them children congratulations? I know you
I
did
told
while
them
you was there.
congratulations with their graduation gifts for the ones who came back and got them. I told them they'd have to come back and pick up their gifts. Get their names on the papers if they were in high
Why
school.
teachers do that? We had teachers to do that. Like, y'all come back up here and
You know what it tells you?
get certain things, whatever. Now, I went back.
All right.
Whatever I was. I got my went back.
Those who did not come back did not follow directions.
Actually, mine was minimal.
Yeah.
Because I honestly, after graduation, I had like a week. Then I was gone.
Okay, well, the next day,
We graduated on Monday.
okay, so on a Tuesday,
So Monday night.
so, but this is my thing. I'm excited about the graduates. I'm excited about what they have, this life, where they are right now. So exciting. You want to know why? Because they have the internet. They're no longer, just boxed in to just Greensboro, North Carolina, shout out, or High Point, North Carolina. Hey, Fantasia girl, or Patterson, New Jersey. What's up, Silver? Or
No
Tallahassee,
excuses.
Florida. What year?
Oh, yeah.
So, because their thing's gonna be, I can see clearly now, because it's 2020 site.
Mhm.
Oh, it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be on and popping. I'm just excited for kids who start something and finish it.
Absolutely. Miss Sunshine, what about you? What you got?
Look, congratulations. High school graduating class of 2032.
Oh, yeah.
So wait, what about your pre-K?
My son,
Yeah.
he graduated
Shut up.
pre-K on his way to kindergarten. Woo!
He made it.
All right.
But,
Him a big
yeah,
boy now.
Look, I was so proud. I almost missed it, but
And you cried.
I made it.
How much did you cry?
I just a little bit. And again, it was because the teachers at the end of the ceremony gave a speech, and it was just a testament of how much they love their students and how much they put their heart into teaching them and are inspired to see them grow. So it was very touching, very moving.
Wow.
But it was also a damn 2032. What the?
It'll be around the corner.
I'll be
You
dead.
know it. No, you won't be dead. You'll probably be old, but you won't be dead.
You said
I'm sure we all gonna be old.
Look.
Yeah.
it's only 12 years away.
I know, but dang.
So that's what's that 53 for me.
12 years.
Mm-hmm.
Look, whatever.
Wow.
65.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not.
Hopefully by then I'll be good and retired.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to give you time next 5 years. So
Absolutely.
Look, 3.
working 3 jobs.
I want to give a shout out to my niece Amaya Finn. She used to help us up here at Michigas, taking pictures of us, class of 2019 from the Hampton Preparatory School. I'm so proud of her. She's attending Prairie View A&M University, and she's going in as a pre-med student.
Awesome.
So I am so excited for her. Did I say that right?
I thought you said engineer.
No, she wants to be remember I told you she wants to be the children's doctor, pediatrician. Yeah.
Hey, that's all right.
She wants to do that, and I'm excited for her. You know, specifically her specialty. I'm not sure, but
Yeah, so it looks like me and you both gonna be making trips down to PV
Absolutely.
because I got a couple cousins that are gonna be freshmen, and then I got one that's gonna be a sophomore at PV.
So
Yeah, I'm coming down there to check on y'all.
yeah,
That's
absolutely,
right. So we can do a road trip
We can
without
do
them knowing.
absolutely. They gone up there.
Well, see,
up
we
to the
got
hill.
a cousin that works on campus there too, so we always got eyes on you at PV. So yeah.
Y'all got any college advice for them? Any college advice, real quick, before we go to break? Because I think we're gonna go to break in a second. Miss Sunshine gonna take us to break. Any college advice? Come on, yeah, come on. It's plenty of it at the table.
Do 8 o'clock classes.
That's good advice.
Make sure whatever your class, do not take the 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock classes. Make sure you get your classes as early in the morning as possible.
Because professors be worn out, don't they, at the
Right.
end of the day?
Not only professors be worn out, but this is the thing. I used to schedule my classes where I would be done by class with all my classes by 1 or 2 o'clock. I had 7, 8 o'clock classes. Forced me to get up, forced me to go ahead and go to class. Then I could actually give me something to eat. If I wanted to take a nap, I could, but I could get up and I had my evenings to myself to where I went back into that old high school habit of finish up between 3 and 7 o'clock. I was doing my studying. 7, 8 o'clock at night, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
So do not dodge the early morning classes. Make sure you take them. It'll make that transition from high school to college a lot easier for you. Your body's already used to getting up. You can get up, you can go ahead and do your thing. By 8, 9 o'clock at night, you're done, and you can actually just do you.
Tell me one thing, if the same thing applies to high school as it does to college, get your harder courses out of the way first.
No.
Save them for last?
No. You want to
don't
do,
worry about
now, depending on your major, you don't want to mess up your GPA. You want to keep your GPA as high as possible. So you want to take 1 or 2 hard classes and then have like 2 or 3 easier classes to balance things out. Because those couple of hard classes, you're going to put a lot of time and effort into studying. The easier classes, yes, you'll still need to study for, but you won't put as much time and effort into studying for it. So you want to balance them out. Also, I can't speak on all majors, but for engineering majors, if you're taking your physics class and then calculus 2, it's the same thing. They're just using different variables to describe the same thing. So you want to pair your classes together that way. So make sure you talk to your advisors and make sure you talk to your counselor, because people thought I was crazy taking Cal 2 and physics at the same time. But after speaking to my advisor, broke it down. Hey, this is the same class. You're just using different variables to describe the same things. You're using mathematical versus physics, and you're basically doing the same thing. And once that clicks, it starts flowing better. So you make sure you keep in contact with your advisor. Your advisor is not there. They getting paid off of your money. Use them. Your professors, your advisors, your guidance counselors, they getting paid by you. Make sure you utilize that resource.
That's it. I tell people to take Tuesday and Thursday classes because, especially if you're from out of state, Tuesday and Thursday classes so you can fly home or you can fly back, and you can get cheaper flights. But moreover, on Tuesday and Thursday, they're longer classes, but I don't have to do it 3 days a week, and I can use that extra time to study.
Right.
And I always took 18 to 20 hours. And
Wow,
in the beginning, because remember, if you're doing 18 to 20 hours, they ain't all gonna be 3-hour courses.
Right.
And then how I'm doing my because you got 2 GPAs. You got your overall GPA, and then you got your major GPA. So so my overall GPA was always higher than my major, which it should have been the other way around, but I'll leave that alone. But you taking 20 hours, one's gonna be a lab.
Right.
Yeah.
One is gonna be PE.
Or band or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. So that's why I always took 20 hours. It wasn't like I was impressive. And then of course I'm gonna take an English class or a literature class or African American literature class. You're gonna take some easy classes in there to to boost that GPA.
Well, see, and that's
a problem.
That's what you consider easy. So for me, history and English, I struggle in those classes. I have now my engineering classes, my math, physics classes. Give me like 2-3 hours with a book. I'm good for that week.
But you know what? Okay, my seniors, this is what I made them do. I said, go to TVCC. Well, not TVCC. Go to a community college. Take those courses because they're going to Texas Tech and they hate history. They hate English just like you. So I said, take these classes because they're going to transfer.
And they cheat.
And you have to work.
And they cheat classes.
All right, so we're going to go to break. We're going to continue this conversation for those of you on Facebook and whatnot. Break time with Sunshine, Lil Flip, and Leah, and then Why Don't We Fall in Love, A. Marie.
Ooh, A. Marie,
Right
the
back.
legs.
That's what I loved about Tuesday and Thursday classes, though, because they were longer, and then I could concentrate instead of having an hour class. And I could concentrate, and then I got it over with. Then I could study Wednesday, study Monday, study Friday.
Yeah, that was my mistake when I went to Prairie View. I took 18 hours and I went to class Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. I didn't go to class on Fridays. My advisor was like, well, no, you need to do your classes like this because you're in band, you got this going on. But that was so hard. I just dropped the band because I couldn't do it anymore. I mean, it took up so much time.
Yeah.
It just.
So you shouldn't. If y'all are in band and football, y'all don't need to take no more than 15 hours. So
that's what I learned the next year.
Yeah. So if you drop it, you still eligible for your financial aid. But what really helped me, and this is what I didn't know, because I was a professional student, because I really love college. Do you know help me, Jesus. How many hours did you have to graduate?
100 and something.
130.
Yeah.
You had 250.
I had 191.
You was through.
You was through and didn't even
You
know.
was through.
I was through on so many different levels and didn't know.
And well, you know what? Well, now they're better with that.
Because I
They
didn't declare
should be.
minors. Because I didn't declare any minors too. That screwed me up. I should have declared minors.
I feel that though.
I
I feel
love
that.
school.
So they don't have minors anymore. They have concentrations. Is that what they call
No,
them?
they have
They have minors.
They still
Okay.
have minor.
I
Then they
just
got
didn't declare.
concentration too.
I should have declared.
Yeah.
Mm.
But with me, I couldn't do that. Like, I could only do like 16. 16 was max.
That's because that was college engineering.
Right.
They wouldn't let
So
y'all-
if I had 4 classes that were all engineering based, they all had labs to them. So you have, you go into class, you got, you go into class, but I still had the labs, and those labs are what kill you because that lab, you get an hour credit for it,
But
but
it
hell,
was 3 or 4 hours.
yeah, it was 3-4
You
hours.
know what the people in chemical engineering did at Prairie View? They had their own key to the Chem E building. That's how bad it was. And I knew, and the architect, they were always over there overnight. Chem E's always there over there.
Well, we had we didn't have
Cars.
keys, we had cars.
Yeah.
So we had cars, we could get in the
I was
building.
there all night studying because that lab, you would start it at like 2 or 3, but to get the results, you couldn't go back till like 10 o'clock that night.
Well, we had the engineering building and the chemistry building. I had access to.
Thank y'all for the comments, man. We
At
sure
night.
appreciate
So,
it. Thank
yeah,
y'all so much.
Because you could start a lab, and then your lab wouldn't be done because the experiment takes so long to do. You'd have to come back and then check on it, and like you had your different groups. we would rotate who would come back, and then we would email the results out to everybody. So we have, that's when emails just started. So it's like, oh, and then what we would do was, you know, whoever sent the response, we printed the email out, we had our results, we put it in our lab manual, we turned our lab manual in. Done. So they could see that, oh, it was group work too. This group, this one person emailed the results to everybody in the group, and then they rotate, and the professors like that. Oh, okay, they rotate around.
And while you saying that, that's really important, everybody. While y'all guys listening, you're gonna have a lot of group projects when you're in college. You're gonna have a lot of group projects. What I advise you to do, if you're in a group with somebody that you don't like, make sure that you don't give them the hard part. You know, if you don't like them, what you do, make sure that you're able to assert yourself in the group, or make sure that you're able to take.
Not that you don't like them if they're not strong.
Strong,
right?
But not productive in the group.
Okay, but you got two types of groups, and this is what I preach about all the time. I was like, based on your grades, based on your attitude, based on how well you do in your primary, your first classes, will determine what kind of study group you're in. That study group can make or break you, because that study group, depending on who you partner with, and if you go to a white school, a PWI, predominantly white institution, and you don't like white people, you're screwed, because you need to have in your study group, this is what you need to have. You need to have a white girl who's a tri-delt, because she's going to have access to all the damn exams in your major or outside your major. You need to have an Asian, I don't care who it is. You need to have somebody from the continent of Africa.
Yeah.
And it would be good to have a black female. I'm just saying, if I had to pick my study group, it would be bam, 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 bam. Because I want a tri-delt on my, hey, boo. I want a tri-delt on my team each and every time. Because they got it.
Them tri-delts and A&M, shout out to y'all.
Tri-delts everywhere. What's up?
I don't know about everywhere. I just know.
A tri-delt is a tri-delt is a tri-delt. Them girls got it going on. Teach us something, baby. Teach us something. Kim Kardashian ain't got get on a tri-delt. Woo!
Them tri-delts.
Them tri-delts. Hi, Delta.
Y'all didn't have any tri-delts at PV, did you?
We can't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So how you know about the tri-delts?
Because my girlfriends from high school are.
Oh.
You know, most of the white people.
Yeah.
What? I went to school with white people. You know what I call my white friends? Friends.
Well, no, you the one said it. I'm just.
No, I was only white in the 7th, 8th, and 9th grade.
Yeah.
I mean, only black. Was I white? I said white.
You said it's you and one other girl.
Yeah. Wyoshi came. I was really having to say, hey, Wyoshi. Hey, I was so happy.
Wait, her name was what?
Wyoshi DeBerry. When she came in, she was like, woo. And then she spelled the Y-I-O or something. I was like, woo. Okay. I was like, hey, girl.
You know, we had that girl that Kimball, her name was Shaka Landria. I ain't lying, I'm serious. That was her name. Shaka Landria. I can't think of her last name. But Shaka, and we call her Shaka. We had, funny name.
You said Shaka Landria?
Shaka Landria.
So what I would do in that case, if I were doing a resume for her name would, and let's say it was Shaka Landria Johnson, her name would be Landria Johnson. And because as soon as you put that Shaka in there,
you know, we should talk about that one day. Well, Mo, I think, we got a judge that got an ethnic name too now. But see, now what
the judge voted in or appointed?
Well, I don't know, Mo. I gotta look at that.
You know what? I don't even look at people's names on resumes.
I've been saying nowadays, Mo, it's people are becoming more biased for certain names now.
Yeah, I know. I look at your content first. I look at the content of your resume, then I look at your name.
Do you get the resume first, or does HR get it first?
I get it first. Because HR don't like dealing with me.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. Again, this is your boy Q. Make sure you join the conversation with us, 214-717-4827. Make sure you follow Smash the Gas on all social media outlets, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and YouTube. Hey, listen, you just got through listening to Sunshine by Lil Flip, and is her name Leia or Lee?
Leia,
L-E-A. That's what it say. and Why Don't We Fall in Love by A. Marie. Now listen real quick, we're gonna move on with the show. Can one of you guys pull up the poll question for me?
Yeah, I got
Now
you.
how many we got? We got one or two?
We got 2 poll questions.
We got two poll questions. Y'all wanna do them now? Before we go into our crazy kid moments?
Now, actually, give me some time to pull them up. So,
Okay. So let's go into these crazy kid moments. Now, you
Which
know,
they're bringing back the show. The things
Kids
that
say the darndest
yes,
things.
kids say the darndest
With
things.
Tiffany Haddish?
Yes, ma'am.
So she took it from,
Bill Cosby.
no.
Steve Harvey.
Steve
Steve
was-
Harvey did it.
So wait,
Look, I didn't watch
Steve
it
Harvey
then.
lost 3 jobs.
Okay, that's why. Okay, wait a minute. Now I know we talking about stuff like
Positivity.
that, positivity stuff.
Well, he positively lost 3 jobs.
He did. He positively. I mean, and it seemed like there was almost week by week that he lost the jobs almost. But I was gonna say, Tiffany Haddish on that show.
Well, she has childlike qualities, so she'll do fine. She'll do fine.
I was looking at. Do you guys watch Martha and Snoop's show?
No, I try to
Martha
stand
Snoop.
take away from. I don't like watching shows with felons in them. Martha Stewart, bless her heart.
I like Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart can cook up, but Martha Stewart and Tiffany Haddish, you know, they were going against Snoop Dogg and the other girl that was on the show.
Who
with
won?
Snoop. Martha and Tiffany. Well, you know, that's Martha Stewart. You know.
I like Snoop though, but
Yeah.
I
Snoop
hate,
can cook though.
I hate that he partnered with her. Yeah, he learned how to cook from his grandma. I hate that he partnered with a felon. But he'll pay.
Well, you know, but Martha, you know,
The two of them, they
got good chemistry.
They got real good
I'm
funny
sure she
chemistry.
does.
but it's good.
She respects him. You know why? Because she's a felon.
Taylor says Steve Harvey conspiracy.
Oh.
Oh, well, it's a conspiracy probably because of his wife, Lady Heroin.
oh.
I didn't name her that. What's her name? Who said it's a conspiracy?
That's Taylor.
Taylor, I didn't name her Lady Heroin. She just married the 2 biggest heroin dealers out of Memphis who happen to be cousins. I didn't do that.
Let's go on our poll question.
I've never married cousins. I've never married cousins.
She's just like the family.
Okay, so we're going to start with this poll question my boy Hendrix put up real quick. And so we want your comments on this poll question. It says, random question from Hendrix. Is it okay for a man to carry a man bag or a purse? Or MERS is what they call them. MERS with an M. Is it okay for a man to carry a man bag or a MERS?
No, Hendrix, I wanted to ask you this. Is a MERS the same thing as a fanny pack? Because when you go to Florida, all the men have fanny packs. Is that the same
You
thing?
know what? I give a pass on fanny packs
Okay.
because they for
We
anybody
used to wear 'em.
everybody
Did
used
you
to
hear
wear
'em?
them. Yeah,
Well, they're out now.
right.
They
So
made it
I give you
come
a pass on a fanny pack because actually a fanny pack you can actually keep you a gun in there.
Oh Lord.
You can keep you a subcompact 9mm or 45 caliber in there that'll hold 10+1. Are you good?
Preferably with the safety on.
So how does a MERS look?
It's a
To
purse.
me, it's a purse.
I mean, because now I like fashion,
Mm-hmm.
so you know that's why when you put the question out, I was like, okay, I gotta kind of get a visualization of what he's saying because I like backpacks.
Right.
I do have a Gucci bag that I
Is
don't
it a
carry.
cross strap?
No, it doesn't cross me, but it crosses my back.
Right.
It does cross my back. My Gucci bag does, and I have a Coach backpack that I carry, and I have 2 or 3 Aldo backpacks. They're very stylish, whatever case it is, and I don't carry.
And did you look at the question? The question specifically said backpacks, messenger bags, and it was satchels.
So all of those are fine.
Those are fine.
So you talking about these guys walking around with these little bitty purses about their size? Is what you talking about? They wear them like right here,
Yeah, no, they actually have straps that they carry.
like this. They put a strap on like that.
Yeah.
I mean, are they running around carrying it like a
Yes,
purse?
yes. They run around carrying it like a purse.
Well, maybe, I don't know. No.
Because to me,
I mean,
if you have a briefcase, that's fine. You have a backpack, fine. Messenger bag / satchel, I consider those the same. Those are fine. Because you can throw a laptop in there. It's actually functional for a man. But a purse, like what are you carrying in a purse?
Well, I mean, you know, okay, so this is going to be so hard coming from me. I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters that a man carries a purse.
Look, as long as he's not wearing a tube top while he's carrying a purse.
Did y'all see that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, fellas, now look.
Crop tops, tube tops for
Now
men.
look,
No.
I've seen that on
Then
Facebook.
we a
You
whole
couldn't
other
believe that.
genre.
And they're actually
man.
modeling these tube tops.
Mhm.
Now, I like to say, I like fashion. One of these days, you know, somebody gonna bless me to go to New York Fashion Week or Paris Fashion Week. So I would absolutely love to go.
Taylor Dean said if women can wear pants, if women can wear pants, men can wear Mercedes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a problem. You know why I don't have a problem with it? Because it's going to be used as a bag, or maybe they have to carry something. And particularly, this is what I want you to understand. Particularly now, when so many men are taking care of their kids, and they have to go to these different bathrooms, so you're going to have a purse.
And to me, that's where a backpack will be more functional.
No, let me tell you why I don't understand why y'all use those backpacks. They are easy targets.
You know, no.
See,
Yeah.
well,
You have to carry it in the front.
they have specific ones that are, I guess, security
Yes.
provision.
So if you get you a Swiss gear backpack, that's what I carry when I travel. I have a Swiss, actually I have multiple Swiss gear backpacks.
Right.
They have multiple compartments.
Yeah.
They're secure. You can lock them. It's what you want.
Mhm.
So like if you don't know what a Swiss gear backpack is, go look it up, Google it.
You good?
Trust me, it's gonna run you some. Now you might be able to find them on sale for about $40-$50, but if they're not on sale, they're gonna run you about $80 to $100. It's a great investment because I've had mine for about 8 years now. And I just got another one, but I've had that same backpack, the original one, for about 8 years now, and it don't look old.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like the perfect thing. So my cousins and my sisters, brothers, they'll tease me about it, and they used to call it my man purse because I had everything in there. It had pockets for all my electronics, my chargers, my any adapters I needed, my laptop. I could put it in there. I could put a change of clothes in there. You know, I could put my water bottles in there. I had a spot for my medication, my iPod, my headphones. I mean, it had so many different compartments in it. It was perfect. So why would I downgrade to a purse?
Well, and I had said that
Mhm.
in my comment is, this has been going on for centuries.
Mhm.
Except back in the day, it was more for, rations,
Functional.
necessities, bullets, arrows, darts, what have you. Men carried these things.
Okay.
Now, as we've evolved and times have changed, you do have lip balm or hand cream, your electronics, and power chargers, because you never know where you're going to be when you need something. So it's got its functional need or purpose. The whole MERS thing, again, it's subject.
Yeah.
Depends on how you carrying it, what you're carrying it for. You know what? Are you transgender? I don't care, as long as it serves your purpose.
Right.
Yes, you can carry a MERS.
Let's
Is
move
my
on.
point.
Let's move on. We got another poll question, and then we're going to talk about the after party radio game night. So, real quick before we go to our next topic. From the desk of Q, that's me. I love to say that. I'm so retarded.
Yeah.
Is it appropriate for a parent to take care of a child whose paternity is in question? Oh, wait a minute. I didn't get the results back. Hold on. My bad, Hendrix. Wait a minute. On Hendrix' poll question, 30% says yes, it's okay. 70% says it's not okay. We got 40 votes on that. So thank you guys so much. We're looking out for more poll questions. I can believe 70% said hell no. Wow.
I know, right? Y'all
Wow.
so judgmental.
Okay, here from the desk again. Is it appropriate for a parent to take care of a child whose paternity is in question? 53% of these people said hell no, we need a DNA test. 47% says yes, DNA doesn't matter. 81 votes on this one.
Wait. Do that percentage again.
53%.
53. Okay. Because I thought you said 50% and then said 47. I said, what the hell are the three?
No, 53%
Okay, go ahead. I'm good. Sorry.
said no.
Mhm.
47%
So
said
that
yes.
was actually closer than I thought it was gonna be.
Actually, the yes, DNA doesn't matter led for a long time.
Right, it did.
And I was like, for real?
Well, you know where that comes from. That comes from, depending on your target market
Right.
group. Black people been taking care of folk that wasn't theirs for years, with or without a DNA. Hell, we got a lady in our neighborhood who, if the child was thrown out of the house or if there was a friend of a child, she tell you, what size are you? Go up there and take your bath and get in the bed. The next morning she'd have gone to Montgomery Woods, the child would have had clothes, gone to the school. They'd have been like, I'm taking care of him, go ahead and put him in school. I mean that is when I see people in foster care and see people in CPS thing, it shocks me because I'm like, no, you always go with somebody that has a big mom and she gonna take care of kids.
Yeah.
And so that's.
But I think Q's question was posed to if you're in a relationship though.
Yeah, what I was saying is, like, for example, I guess, like, if you and I are together and we have a baby and you for some reason or another,
and you presume the child is yours,
and the child was, you told me the child was mine, but then later on, it starts to come out that it could not be. It's maybe a possibility that the child is not mine. This is kind of how I feel about it, because I agree with you. You do have the mothers that do that, the surrogate mothers that do that or whatever. But if your child didn't come to me or come with you as a package deal for us to do this, we need a test, because this is the thing. I understand that a child's well-being is at hand here, and I'm not saying that I wouldn't raise a child. But what I'm saying is for that child's benefit, that child needs to know who their daddy is. Right. You don't want children growing up in a world with voids. You want to try your best to try to help voids as much as possible. Even if the daddy is sorry or not, at least they know who their father is, because maybe his mother could do something, maybe his sisters or brothers or whatever. It takes a village to raise one. And so I think that, when it comes to something like that, for me, as we all know of a situation that something happened and, the paternity ended up being totally different than we all thought it was going to be. But the thing is that the other person was like, well, you made me think all this time that this baby is mine. Why would you take me through all of this or whatever? And it was such and such as. And so my thing was like, let me do this paternity test question thing to see how our viewers and our listeners will feel, because more men, more guys will say, you know what, I don't know, I think I need to know. I just need to know if you my blood or not, if you my people. Not that I wouldn't be a father for you, but I need to know who you are, so you can know, everything that I know about my family.
Right.
From my life experience, I think it's necessary. It's necessary for the child. It's necessary for the other parent to know. If you are in a relationship and you know that child is not yours and you make the choice to raise said child, that's great. That's on you. But you have the right to know.
Right.
And then, if you raise a child growing up, this is their father, and then that child or whatever, or parent finds out later on, no, you are not the parent. No, this is not your father. No, this is not your mother, because I've seen that happen with somebody I know. Now, all of a sudden, that child is shook because their entire life has been a lie.
That's what
a motherfucking lie. And then who you trust? You thought you could trust these people who raised you, and now all of a sudden you're like, y'all all motherfucking lie. I'm sorry, y'all see I take this personal.
Yeah, I do too.
But it's like, now you're like, I can't trust anybody. I can't trust my family. I can't trust my mother. I can't trust my father. Who the hell can I trust?
And see, and that's why, Mo, when we talk about, a lot of times, when we make comments and say, about some of the parents 15 years old, blah, 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 and how they be making certain mistakes like that, that is one huge issue in our community, is that a lot of these guys and ladies, they don't know who their daddy is. And when you don't, like me, I learned who my father was later on. But later on in my teens, But what happens is that I didn't start getting closer to my dad's family until 37 years old. And so when you go through life feeling like you have for something and there's another whole piece of you do anything to try to feel what's missing. And so I think that, for the child's sake, not even for me or not even for the child's mother, but for the child's sake, it's important that they know where they come from, even if the daddy ain't nowhere around or isn't anywhere around and use proper English. You know, I think that, you know, people should get these tests done, you know, and listen, ladies, can I just be real nice and say this? You know, I understand that a lot of ladies, you know, if you gotta do something, you want to get them back and stuff like that. And I get that tit for tat type stuff because a lot of people do it, especially these 500s. Anyway, so but what I'm saying is that, you know, ladies, that's not a game that you will win because ladies, you'll be the one to end up pregnant. You know, and you'll be trying to find out, okay, well, are you my child's father, or you my daddy? I mean, my baby's daddy, or are you this person? You know, so you don't want to ever do that. You know, be mature in your decisions, and if you decide to do what you're gonna do, make sure you protect yourself. I can't tell you what to do, but for your child's sake, if there are any of you out there, you know, and it's okay to admit that you don't know who your baby daddy is. Because a lot of women, a lot of women.
No.
Yes, it's okay to admit I do. Let me tell you why. It's okay for you to admit that you don't know your child's father is because you lie to your child every time you say that that's your daddy and you don't know.
Okay, so you're saying
I'm saying that. No, go ahead, Mom.
Okay, so because I didn't understand you. I get you now.
You understand?
But, you know who I don't like? I don't like the women who have dudes sign the birth certificate.
But nobody make them.
Well,
nobody make them unless if you're married. Now, if you're married, that's different.
Well,
you have to sign.
They're under the assumption
No,
that the child is
actually, if
theirs.
you're married, you don't have to sign because automatically that child is the presumed father. I mean, that man is the presumed father.
Right.
But you have a lot of women out here, like, I know a perfect example where, you know, a woman had a child and she was telling this other guy the whole time that this baby is yours, da 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 da. They get into an argument and then it comes out that, oh, well, the baby ain't yours. Get paternity test done, sure enough, and it hurts everybody involved because then you have this child that finds out that, you know, this father that he thought was, you know, they thought was theirs is not necessarily theirs, and then they got this whole other family that they, oh, well, this is actually your family, and then that father, the actual father of the child is like, where the hell this come from? We ain't messed around in X number of years, and now all of a sudden you tell me I got a baby by you and it's this old. Like what? Like you throw a monkey wrench in so many people's lives, not only yours but
because
the child.
they're selfish.
And
they're selfish sluts.
And you go back again. You go way back. You know, prior to 1984 when DNA testing first came out. You have all these women, and I'm be honest. You have women out there who have been raising other men's children as this man's child forever. It's nothing new. It's just now we have the technology to say, yeah, this man is not the father. You know, that's why too you have these people that are getting paternity tests, and all of a sudden it's like, what do you mean to say my daddy?
Yeah.
But you know,
Parent not expected.
I always think about the health implications and
Absolutely.
how important that is. You need to know, does Hashimoto's disease, does it run in your family? It runs in my family. It runs into my family to the point. My grandmother was one of 9. She was the only one to have children.
Oh wow. Really, Mom?
She only had 2 children. Her 2 children had 2 children. And that was it.
Wow.
So it would have been great to know about Hashimoto's disease because then you could circumvent it. There are ways to deal with it. And not knowing that, I got a girlfriend, same way, found out at her father's funeral, at her biological father's funeral, that she doesn't have any kids. She wanted to have kids, and her half siblings, none of them have kids.
Wow.
Because of this reason. But had she known, and because, you know, your average woman doesn't sleep with everybody. So if you don't have multiple sex partners, then the 2 or 3 sex partners you had, you're like, okay, well, maybe it's me. But it's not you, or it could have been taken care of. And I always think of the health implications, the heart disease, the diabetes, the Crohn's disease, you know, diseases that are, you know, passed down through DNA or genetic testing. That's why I think it's so good to have the DNA testing. And I think it would be a wonderful opportunity for those who don't know the parents or the lineage. And And you know what? I just hate that when you don't know who you are, you keep looking for who you are.
Like you
Wow.
said, it creates a void.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because-
Say that again, Mo.
When you don't know who you are, you keep looking for who you are.
Wow.
Because we honestly,
Yeah.
we don't think about personality traits being passed down, but they truly are.
Mhm.
And that's where you have children like myself, where you grow up and you just don't feel like you belong.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why you feel like you don't belong, because
Because
missing
part of
a
that's
whole
you
house.
50%.
Mhm.
And then you go nature versus nurture. You know,
nature will win every time.
do I get this versus this, or you know?
You know, yeah. One thing that, and we're gonna move on because we gotta talk about our kid moments, and then we got a quick break. What time?
No,
is it?
we almost
Oh, we on
due
break.
for break.
Oh, we do for break. Okay, real quick, and then we're gonna break. One thing that I will say is, and we'll take a 3-minute break, Montana. We're just gonna do the first song, and then we'll come back in. The thing is that I really think it's important, Mo, is in addition to what you said, is that when a mother sometimes say, you know what, you act just like your daddy. Well, if I act like my father, then how would I know I act like my father? Because I don't know who he is. You know, I've heard, and I do, you know, some ladies some girls at the K,
Yeah.
we ain't gonna mention no names, you know, a couple of my close friends were at one point in time, you know, you go and you do different things like that, and you go and you have sex with who you have sex with, but that's fine. But then when the baby gets here and you're nurturing the baby, some mothers try to protect the babies from the daddies. And they actually want the dude that they like to be the daddy, but you done slept with this one more so. And so you always want to be in a position where, like you said, to be able to not create that void, and you know, and not to create any kind of health issues for these babies, because it's not their fault that they're here, you know. And let me say this: watch who you have your children by. That is just, you know, if I told my sisters that, you know, years ago, watch who you have your children by, because just like the daddy could be a loophole, you may be giving birth to loopholes.
Well,
It
you
can
know
just
what?
happen.
You know,
It's
a
just
lot of
what it
women,
is.
not a lot of women, I know there's some scandalous, horrible, disgusting women who will choose a man and want to have a baby for, not a baby
for
with
him.
a baby for a man because he has good hair, because he's light skinned, because he'll make pretty babies.
Wow. And that's huge.
Huge. Especially that Louisiana, Texas connection.
And then
No time ever does somebody say, I want to have a baby with him because he has a high IQ.
Wow.
That makes no sense to me.
Let's go to break real quick. We can talk about this on our break right fast. We're gonna do a 3-minute break. A song called Taki Taki by Selena Gomez,
Tucky.
Cardi B, and Ozuna. All right, we'll be right back.
Oh, yeah, no, I think the only people who ever look to the educational side or intellect of somebody are those who are going to sperm donor clinics, and that's how they're picking them out.
That's not true. I've had babies try to be put on me.
Me too. I've taken 4 DNA tests. 4.
Damn.
No joke.
I ain't taken 4.
I've taken 4.
I ain't taken 4, but I've taken a couple, and they tried to put this like.
And one of them I thought for real was like, oh yeah, that's you right there. It wasn't me. It hurt me to my heart each time though. Because I was like, my mom was like, you know, you ain't gonna give me no grandkids, are you? I was like, well, if one of these chicks say I'm the baby daddy, then okay, you got one. You know, you satisfied. But you know, as guys, we gotta watch who we have our kids by. You know, you just
Okay, so this is what I tell guys. And go ahead and say, you wrong for that, mom.
You're wrong for that, Mom.
When a girl says, you know, I'm pregnant by you, I immediately tell the guy, go put yourself on child support now.
Right?
Now.
Don't wait for.
Don't wait, because A, you're gonna pay less.
Yeah.
And B, you place yourself in a better position to get custody. Guy friend right now, I said, go for total custody. He was like, what? Yeah. Because for the next 18 years, she's going to try to want to manipulate you, be in your, give you grief because she's unhappy because you didn't choose her.
Right.
You take the baby out, you take her leverage, you take everything she thought she could do. So those 2 pieces of advice. Go put yourself on child support and go for custody. And then make her pay child support. I bet you
Make her pay you. That's right.
Or you could just have like an amicable divorce and nobody pay
But
child
you
support
know what?
and y'all equally just take care of the child.
But
That's what I'm saying.
That's what my parents did.
A lot of people now are actually being very successful co-parents. I found that now a lot of people, they're not in a relationship, they're going their separate ways, but they're actually working very well as co-parents, which is amazing.
Didn't the state of Texas pass something though? Mom, maybe you know. I'm gonna look this up. But like, if like say there's a situation like this, and you know the baby, if say you have a baby and with your husband, or well your husband thinks the baby's his, and whatever the case is. Now let's just say y'all get ready to get a divorce. Isn't it what past 5 years old that the child, like if y'all get a divorce, it's automatic child support?
Yeah.
Was it 5 years?
Yeah.
I think it's like 5 years or something like that. Like it's automatic child support or something like that.
That you don't have to pay?
No, you
But
do.
you have to pay automatically.
Yeah, in a divorce in Texas, it's automatic.
That is crazy. That is crazy. And y'all know North Carolina, I'm just balling at Mall State. Because I don't like North Carolina right now.
I
And
love North Carolina.
And welcome back
I
to
love
the
calling
show.
North Carolina home, but everyone knows that I'm from North Carolina. I love North Carolina sweet tea and barbecue. And I love calling North Carolina home. Now, we got some problems in North Carolina, but you know what? Alabama
But
ain't
what
one.
state doesn't at this
No,
point?
but North Carolina's out of control.
Now Louisiana is out of control right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Louisiana, Missouri.
Yeah.
Listen, if you guys, I'm sorry, guys, the after party, radio. Listen, you guys kind of coming in, listen to the conversation. Make sure you check out the behind the scenes footage that we're gonna have for you on YouTube later on today and also on Facebook. Make sure, real quick, quick announcement: the after party radio presents Game Night, July the 12th, from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Pacific Deck at 1910 Pacific Avenue on the first floor. They have a lot of games that we're going to be playing. Connect 4, Jenga. Lord, I can't play no Jenga. Dominoes, Spades. That's my
You
game right
can't
there.
play Jenga because ain't that where you have to move the...
Yeah.
Move the wood blocks.
Yeah, see, that's the game.
Strategy.
That, Jenga, and dominoes, I killed everybody all day long.
Now featuring the game Black Card Revolt.
That is a fun game. If you have never played Black Card Revolt, man, that is an awesome game. It's funny too. You'll see how much you learn, about your black history and your black, well, not just black, but urban facts and movies and music, and yeah, it's an interesting game.
Well, I'll play the Black Card Revolt. But I'm trying to get on that Spades tape.
I'm trying to see how many years I'm
that
gonna bust
space,
open in dominoes. I just want to know if I can bring my dad up here.
Yeah, I think you can.
Cause me and my dad,
Whoever you want,
me and my
the whole
dad
area.
playing dominoes. Yeah, it's yeah.
I need a Dallas Spades partner. Anybody interested? I mean, a really good space. When I'm talking about a space partner, when you got 6 books in your hand, you go 7. That's what I'm talking about. I need that. Maybe
6 books in your hand, you go 7.
You go 7.
Negro, if you got 6 books in your hand, that's at least 8 because you getting red cut for. What's going on,
Come
baby?
on, Mo. Me and Mo can play that. You gonna play with me, Mo? I can really play spades, man, for real.
Baby.
See, I can't play spades, but
You can't what?
Nah, I can play a little bit, but all that, it's too, I'm not that
Give
good.
me a refresher and I can get in there.
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, on the domino table though, I make you think about some
Look,
things.
I'm getting a headache just thinking about dominoes.
Again, that's gonna be July the 12th from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Again at Pacific Deck, 1910 Pacific Avenue, first floor. Hosted by Team After Party. They're gonna have drink specials, giveaways, and happy hour food. And for tickets and information, visit us at www.theafterparty.com/events.
Pacific Deck is awesome.
Yes, it
If
is.
you've never been, you gotta come. You gotta show your support. Plus, Master Gas is gonna be there. So
Plus,
you
you
can
can
order
order.
there.
Plus, I like what you can order your food on your phone.
You can order your food on your phone.
They have an app. You can order your food
and
on
you
your
just
phone.
tell them what table you're at. They
Yeah,
bring it out
they
to
tell you what
See,
table
there
you
you
at,
go.
and it's done. Like it's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing.
We got 5 minutes left, y'all.
Yeah.
Great show today.
Thank
That was a
you.
good show.
We
Good
didn't
show.
talk about the crazy kid moments.
We
I know.
can catch up on that.
Well,
We'll catch up on that.
okay.
You can
I
catch
just,
up.
I just sent y'all a text.
Because
Okay.
we all have crazy kid moments.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Tony T.C. Cleveland said, Reggie, you ain't holding none of them dominoes.
Well, TC did bust my head open. I will admit, TC used to bust my head open. But how you think I got better?
Okay.
Sweet.
TC, yeah, I give it to him. You know, they used to bust like him and Jerry Shaw and Red. Yeah, they used to bust their head open.
I play dominoes.
But we got better. But I tell you this though, that's when I was playing by myself. And me and my pops get together. It's in our family events. Me and my dad cannot play together.
You might break the table.
Yeah, we cannot play. Everybody, no, y'all two cannot play together. Nope. Mm-mm.
So let's give all of our viewers. We weren't here last weekend. Let's give our viewers some real good encouragement for the week. Most Swag, I'm gonna start with you. What you got for us on this week?
All right, June 1st is the day, baby. Make it great.
Make it great.
Whatever happened yesterday, guess what? It happened yesterday. Go forward, make it great.
All right, make it great, Mo. Mo said make it great. It's June 1st.
Yeah, we officially halfway through the year.
Halfway through the
Look,
year.
halfway.
Yes.
Hinges, what you got?
No matter what you're going through, you're gonna get through it. It ain't kill you yet. So keep pushing. It's not always easy, not always fun, but you know, a half a step forward is still a step forward.
Amen.
That's right.
Speak it.
As adults,
Right.
it sucks.
Yes. Y'all saw my post. I got tired of adulting and I wanted to get my blanket fort.
My blanket fort
and color.
and color.
And guess what I did? I didn't do the blanket fort, but I did do some coloring. So
Look.
That's a stress relief.
See, I would more do the
Coloring
blanket
is.
fort and go in there and sleep than I would just color. But
Miss Sunshine, what you got for us?
Look, I'm gonna steal this real quick because it spoke to me. God changes caterpillars into butterflies, sand into pearls, and coal into diamond, using time and pressure. He's working on you too.
I like
that. Look, and again, it sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Donkey
But,
balls.
you know, I guess the outcome will be worth it.
Absolutely.
Look, that sounded so negative. I
No,
guess
but-
the outcome will be worth it.
But you know what? I always think that when a person's in a position of, or I guess it's gonna happen, you're in the right place because transition is never easy. If you ever go through a transition in your life and it's easy, then you're not changing. That's just FYI. I think that what I have for everybody this week is don't be afraid to clean up your own messes and grow.
Oh, please, yes, because your mama ain't gonna be there forever to do it.
Don't be afraid to clean up your own messes and grow. We all got a lot of messes that we've made in life. Doesn't mean that you meant to do it. It doesn't even mean, that you sometimes you did mean to do it or whatever. But, whatever it is, make sure that you be man enough, woman enough to make those changes in your life, to go through kind of what Miss Sunshine was saying, the fire, become that diamond from that coal. Because we all have some growing to do. The moment that you stop growing is the moment that you die, and I plan on growing until the day I die. And so that's all I got. What time is it? What we got? We got 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Real quick, a quick funny kid moment. Which one of y'all gonna go? A funny one.
Look, this isn't even my moment. I stole it off of me, but it made me think about my son. Or, Mom, you like penis? And the kid's like, and you'd be like, how do you address that? And then you realize that he's really saying peanuts. Peanuts. Mom, do you like peanuts?
Wow. Peanuts.
Not peanuts. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we know Miss Sunshine, that child is gonna be, we got to watch him.
I know sometimes my child, every time he talks to me, I'll be like, what did you say? What? And he repeats, and then I finally, he'll get frustrated with me because I'm not understanding. And then he'll show me what he's, yes.
So your son is throwing shade and saying you're a little slow?
Obviously.
He was like, I said this 3 times.
And you don't get it.
Listen, everybody, check us out next week right here on the After Party Radio at 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's your boy Q with the MTG crew, Mash Your Gas. And listen, make sure that you follow us on all of our social media outlets, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and also YouTube. We got some big and better things coming up for you guys. And until next week, we'll talk to y'all later. And again, we appreciate that shit. We'll see you later. Peace.
Doing it. Herbie
I
Hancock.
cussed twice today.
okay, good.
I was the
Ordained
cusser.
minister.
Twice.
I was the cusser.
Alright, y'all. See y'all
Oh, I
later.
like this one.
Oh, we Evelyn. Make my little.
You like that one, Mom?
Champagne King, baby. I can do this one.
I
can
like
do
this song. Love Come Down by Evelyn, Champagne King. That's what we're playing right now. Thank y'all so much for watching. We sure appreciate it.
Always.
Let's make our
always.
She
way
can't
on where we need
dance.
to go.
See, I can't dance, but I don't even try and attempt to.
Oh, you coming right there?
Come
Okay.
on, come over
See
here
you later.
and shut it down.
See y'all later. Thank y'all
Thank you,
for watching.
everybody.